Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be showing you how to build Raygin using the parts from the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 set number 31125. Moving that out of the way, let's go. Oh, sorry, forgot to move a couple of pieces. Been a while since I've done this. So, let's start off with the body. Why not? Yeah, a fair place to start off would be with the body. So for the body, let's start off with a couple of pieces like this, a couple of clip pieces like this. So we take two of these starting off, we take two of these white clip pieces, take a purple 1x2 plate, attach those together, then take so you then take a black you then take a black 2x2, attach it on top of there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to attach this Nexonite shield tile piece and attach it on top of there, like so. Then after that, we set this off to the side for now. We can then work on this. We can then take this sort of snot, like a stepping stone, like staircase, like snot piece kind of thing. We then take purple curve piece, attach it to this side, then take the Key Orange cheese wedge piece, attach it to there. After that, you can then mirror that by attaching it onto the other side of the other piece. After that, we take the bright yellow jumper plate, move these two together and attach them to these studs here towards the top, towards this side with the cheese slopes. So you have that. After that, you take this segment here. So after that, you take this segment here, you attach these anti-studs onto these remaining studs here. So you attach it like so. They have the chest. After that, you take this extended mixel ball joint piece. You then flip it around and attach a white 2x2, and then make two of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach these ball joints assemblies onto these beige anti-studs. So like that, and the other one like that. After that, you take another 1x2 purple piece, but this time attach it to the underside of these two hinge clip pieces. Then after that, you take your sort of lavender color round plate piece, then attach it onto the anti-studs here like so, making sure that it lines up like that. When attaching it, make sure that the studs on this end towards the bottom are attached to the purple piece, and also leaving a couple of studs exposed up here. So there you have the chest portion of it. Now we move on to the lower body, and we'll start off with this segment. So we take a orange 2x2, attach. You can then attach a couple of these Among Us shaped hinge pieces, like so, make sure to attach them both on one side like that. What we can then do is set that off to the side for now. We take this 2x2 round white piece, flip it over, we attach the red stud onto the center like so, then turn around, add a purple 1x2, then on top of that we add two of these black 1x1 round studs. After that, we can then take two of these yellow 1x2 rounded pieces, attach the end of each one on top of the two remaining studs on that. After that, you can then take after that you can then take this assembly with the orange, take the orange assembly with the hinges and attach it to this multicolored assembly like so. Cool? Cool. After that, what we then do is take one of these mixel socket joint pieces, attach one of these curved pieces sideways like that to make sure the front end of it is attached to the stud, and then take one of these bright yellow tile pieces, attach it to the other gray stud, making sure that the flat end is facing towards the socket joint. After that, you just mirror that. And then what you do from there is you take what you do from there is you attach each side of this onto each thing. So the side we just built, we're going to attach these two anti-studs onto these two studs on this side, like so. And then you just take the other end, line that up like that, and there you have that. Then after that, you take this curved piece, attach these two anti-studs here up under the front, and attach it to the two remaining studs like so. And there you have that. After that, you can just take the lower body and the upper body and just clip this onto the body like so. So there you have the body. Cool. Up next, let's work on the back kibble, why not? So for the back kibble, we'll start off simple by taking one of these snot bricks, angle it like that, take one of these red tooth pieces, add it to this side here, pointing this way, same direction as the stud without the hole, and then take a curved piece, attach this anti-stud, the lower one, like this one towards the back, attach it to the red stud, pointing upward towards this stud on the side, like so. After that, what you do is mirror that by just tilting this like 90 degrees and just like building it mirrored. What you then do is you line them up side by side, and then take a lavender 1x2 tile and connect these two together. And there you have the sort of eyes and ears of this sort of build. Up next, let's move on to like the cheeks, I guess. Oh, before that, there's one more segment I should probably do. So we take this sort of snot brick, attach these two studs on the top onto these two anti-studs, then take this rounded jump plate and attach it to these 4 studs up here. And there you have that. Yeah, so there you have that. So there's the top of the head, or top of like the gremlin head. Up next is the cheeks, and for the cheeks, you take a Keytorch inverted slope piece. Take this. You then take one of these tiles, one of these tiles in purple, attach onto this stud attach it onto the stud with the wedge side of the piece, with the flat side of the tile facing towards the other stud. And then you just replicate that. Then after that you take this snot brick, you then attach both of these onto the 2 studs on the top, and then attach them on opposite directions like so. After that we then take this piece. We then take this piece, attach it to these 2 studs here like so. So you attach it to you would attach 2 of the anti-studs, attach it to the 2 studs here, making sure that the overhang is on the same side of the build as the flat surface. Then after that, we can then take this segment of the head. We can then attach these studs onto these anti-studs right here, making sure that lines up, and we just attach that like so. Then after that, you take these 2 large pieces. They are mirrored, so you do need to pay attention to what side needs to have them. So this side with the this part with this stuff, so with this extra molded stuff on the left hand side, this goes towards the left of this towards this beast head like so. You just attach it to the studs here on the side. Then after that, you take the other one with it on the other side, and then you just attach it here, making sure that the smooth portions is facing up towards the same direction as the ears, I guess. Either the ears or I guess these would be the ears, and these would be, I guess, giant like horn things on the back or whatnot. But anyway, you have this segment done. That's done. Up next, let's work on the leg. Let's work on the legs. So for the legs, you take mixed ball joint piece, you take purple clip piece, attach it to there, and then tile that up using this purple curved piece like so. After that, you take this piece, clip it onto there, take this piece, take the 2x2 bright yellow plate, attach one stud onto the anti-stud of this hinge piece, like so, make sure that the overhang is facing towards the same side as the purple side. Okay? After that, you then take a white 1x2, attach it down there, make sure it lines up with the other white piece, and then you take another one of these white hinge pieces, and then you just attach that onto this white stud here on the end like that. Making sure the hinge portion is pointing the opposite direction as the what's going to form the opposite direction of the other hinge piece. After that, you take this burgundy rocky textured piece. You then attach it all over here like so. After that, you take your wedge. You take this wedge with the angle pointing that direction. Then attach it onto, line up on top of these three studs like so, and then you take one of these, tiles, line it up like that, making sure that the flat end is pointing upwards towards the upper leg. And then for the foot, you take this piece, you take this lavender curve piece, you take the clip, attach it right there, then take this piece, make sure that you attach this stud onto the anti-stud of the clip piece. Then you take the red tooth piece, attach it onto there with the pointed end facing away from the lavender piece, and then making sure that you take this corner tile piece, attach it to there so that the two flats, so that the corner is facing towards the, you attach it so that the corner is facing towards the clip. It's like it's pointing towards the clip. Then you just clip the foot onto the leg like so. And there you have one leg. Then you just mirror that for the other leg like so. Nice. Now we're on to the arms. So for the arms, we take our white wedge piece that bends this way, that like goes out this way. We can then flip it around, attach clip piece onto this end, onto this anti-stud, take red tooth piece, attach it like that with the tooth facing out the same direction as the wedge. After that, you then take Mixel socket jump piece, attach the two studs onto these two anti-studs we just placed, like so. Then after that, we can then place a jumper plate, attach it onto this middle white stud, making sure that the jumper plate stud is lined up with the other two studs. Then what we do is we take the curved piece, attach it onto there, make sure that it lines up with the jumper plate as well as the white part. And then we take another cheese loop, another Keto Orange cheese loop, attach it onto here with the back end lining up with the purple and yellow segment. Make sure it lines up somewhat. Now we're done with the upper arm. You just, okay. Now for the lower arm, we clip the hinge portion like that, making sure that the stud is, making sure that the stud side of this piece is facing away from the tooth side. Make sure that you're able to bend it like this, and it's facing the same side as the flat side. Okay, cool. Then take a purple 1x2, and then on this side we add another one of these beige snot brick pieces, attach this anti-stud onto the purple stud. Then under here you take this this purple clip piece, attach it to that anti-stud, line it up with the purple part that's already there. After that, you take another purple clip piece, attach onto the stud and make sure that the clips line up together. Then take the lavender piece, attach it onto these studs like so. Make sure that that's all lined up. Then after that, it is a matter of tiling up this portion by taking the white 1x2, attaching onto the anti-studs, then taking the curved piece, attach onto here, making sure that the front end of this curved piece is pointing up towards the elbow, pointing like towards the elbow. Then you take this tiled piece and then you attach it on to this stud, making sure that the flat side is lined up with the curved piece. Make sure that's lined up. Then you take two of these tiles, make a sort of half circle out of them, make sure that the flat side lines up with the other purple tiling we have done here. There you have that. Now for the cannon portion, it's as easy as attaching two of these cylinder pieces together, then attaching the stud on top onto the anti-stud of another one of these hinge pieces, and then attaching one of these tiles on top of that stud, making sure that the flat side is facing towards the hinge. And there you have that. Then you can just clip this. Then you can just take this, clip it onto this this clip here encased by the lavender piece. Clip it like that. Make sure just it hinges in and out. And there you have that. Then you just mirror that for the other side. After that, the only segment we have left now is the head. And the head is pretty easy. You take another one of these rounded 2x2 pieces. You take another one of these yellow rounded 1x2 pieces, attach that there to form a sort of visor thing. Then another thing is you take two of these eyeball pieces, attach them to these other white studs, and just to make things look a little bit more tidy, you attach them so that you basically have really doesn't matter, but you can just have the eyeballs facing towards the center, have the pupils facing towards the center of this. So after that, you take another one of these rounded purple jumper plate pieces, attach onto the two studs here, and then you just take another curved piece, attach this end onto the exposed stud, and there you have Raygin's head. And so after that, we're on to the last step, which is final assembly. So we take body, attach the legs, you attach the legs, take the arms, attach them to the shoulders, as you would. You then take this back section, flip it over, see these black studs over here on this side, attach them onto these four anti-studs right here. Make sure it lines up like that, making sure that there's a little bit of an opening there to form a little mouth. Then the final step to this, it's a little bit more than I would like it to be, but oh well. So our final step is to take our head, take our head, make sure that the center of this piece is lined up with the jumper plate here. Make sure that it lines up like that. Make sure it rotates. Then after that, we are done. here is Raygin all built up and ready to go. And with that, I think that'll be it for this how to build. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.